Hello and welcome back to another episode of Saxthorpe Farms. So today the canola is now ready to harvest. So we're going to crack on combining that today. So we've got all the kit down here ready to go. Now you'll probably know there is some flying deer in the background. You can probably see there is a new tractor that I have purchased. I have decided to just go ahead and purchase the A-test. So I've swapped out the 6R for this. I have also as well had a bit of a spending spree, which has meant that we have got quite a hefty loan now. We have got £1 million to be paying back. Now, initially, that does sound quite a lot of money, which it is, but at the same time, I do think that we're going to quite easily be able to pay that back, or at least half of it fairly quickly. Because obviously we harvested the oats, which if we look, they're worth 240k at best price when we come to sell them in January. Obviously today we're going to be harvesting the canola, which we'll be able to see what we get best price for that off. Also, silage wise, we've got 440k's worth in that bunker at the cow yard. I think looking at the grass, we are going to be able to get a cut of silage off it. So with us being able to get a cut of silage, that means that we could sell that whole bunker of silage. So 440k, we could sell that all. So already then, we're looking at 680k. So that's over half the loan paid back already, plus what we get canola wise off this field today. I have also decided we're gonna have another go with the potato sorter. So the potatoes aren't ready to harvest yet, but if I go to this yard, I have had a bit of a switch around with the yard and the buildings and whatnot. So what I've done is I've placed 2 sheds up here. So you've got like one to I don't know, to put maybe some bags in and whatnot. And another one here with the carrot harvesting equipment in. So I've upgraded the carrot harvester. So that's there as well. But yeah, what I thought is we could perhaps put all the carrot boxes in this shed. And then over here, what I've done is there's quite a big shed here. Turn the light on. I have placed the bagger in here, and what we can do is I think we could store a lot more of the bags in this particular shed than the other ones. So what I thought we could do is perhaps put all the premium potatoes one side, or maybe the waste potatoes in this side, and then seed potatoes. If we put a decent amount, I'd say up here in either shed, whichever one we're going to keep the seeds in, we can do that with the carrots. I just think this is going to work quite a lot better. I think now that I know obviously not to put the bags into the into the boxes, I think we could, I know how it works a lot more better now. So we're going to give this a second shot anyway. So that's in there. Obviously, we've still got the forklift. I've put in a few fuel points here and a like a little workshop and pressure washer around the side here. So yeah, I've done a bit of upgrading. I've also swapped a few tractors out. Like I said, I bought the A-test. I've also bought a 7S. That's swapped out the Fendt. I have also upgraded the potato harvester. So I've picked this. This is a bigger one. This picks up 2 rows, and obviously with this we can just do it in one pass rather than use the one harvester to pull them out of the ground, and then another harvester to pick up the potatoes up. This will pull them out of the ground and then put them in a little hopper. I think this might store more than the other one did as well, hopper wise. But yeah, I've upgraded that. I'm trying to think what else I've swapped out. I think that was everything. I've swapped out. Yeah, I sold quite a lot of the weights that we got and replaced that with the Rytech workbox. What else have I done? I think that was overall it. So made quite a few different purchases and whatnot, but I do think this going forward now is going to be a lot more better than what we had before. So I think in terms of, you know, fields and things, I think field 1, I don't really want to plant that in potatoes. I think again next year just doesn't seem the right sort of field to do in potatoes. I would quite like to buy field 5 for potatoes, because obviously close to where it is, and the soil is quite good also. So I thought that'd be quite a good field. So we've got a fair bit to save up for it, 382k. But like I say, I do think we're going to make a serious amount of money now. I think obviously £1 million loan, it's a lot. It is a lot. But saying that, I do, yeah, we'll make it back, I think, for sure. So, but anyway, that is what's been going on. I have been doing a few contracts here and there as well, off screen. So yeah, all is good. So we'll unfold this. Turn the combine on. And off we go. I am going to bale this and sell the straw straight off, just for a bit of extra money. Obviously now we are wanting everything money wise, you know, that'll make us money. So we'll bale this. I'm not going to use it because obviously you wouldn't really use it as animal bedding in real life. You'd more use it for straw power plants, that sort of thing. So that's what we're sort of going to pretend to do in this scenario. Bale it up and then sell it to a power plant. Yeah, interestingly enough, we must have, I can't remember now, we must have planted field 43 at a different time to this one, because this one's ready to harvest, but the other one isn't. So hopefully by the time we've harvested this and done everything we need to with this field, the other one will be ready to do. It's not a very big field, so it won't take us long, but yeah. Field 43, that's still growing, so... One thing obviously as well, I did finish baling the other field, as you can see. Baling it rather. I finished picking up all the bales rather off that field, so they're all back at the cow yard, stall away. Nearly full on this combine. Go. Call it there. Not sure what straw price is like at the moment, actually. Thinking about it. It's pretty good, to be fair. It's on the up, so it'll be a good time to sell this this straw from this canola. Yeah, I'm pleased with the tractor purchases. Look very nice in the anniversary limited edition colours. Just thought, yeah, it'd be a bit yeah, different. Swap it up a bit. I'm not sure if I've got a save on farm sim has actually got this Massey Ferguson on. I think this is actually the first time me driving this this tractor in FS22, so trailer could do with a bit of a service, bit of a repair. Try and do that at some point. I filled up the combine and serviced that. Yeah, blew the dust off it and whatnot before we started harvesting this field. So that's not too worried about that at the moment. There we go. I do think as well, I was thinking about the fields later down the line when we've got some bigger fields. I am gonna, I think, put 43 into a grass field. I think because I just don't think it's really worthwhile having it as an arable field. To be honest, even as carrots, I think it's just not really worthwhile. So same as like 44, we could perhaps make into a grass field as well. 41 and 42. But all the other fields are pretty decent size, so it'd be quite nice if we could purchase field 13 because that's got carrots in it now. So that'd be quite good. So yeah, I'm not sure if we take out a bit more of a loan. I am just keen now, I think, to just to get going with the farm more and, you know, really expand it now and get going more. I've sort of spent quite a bit of time building things up, but I really want to, yeah, progress quite a bit more now with this map. So very eager to get some more fields purchased. Yeah, yield seems to be holding up well on this field, which is good. Not sure if it'll need ploughing or not. No, it doesn't look like it. Oh, that's good. So we haven't got to worry about any fields for ploughing this year. What's the pH like is a good question. Could probably do a lime on that field, so if we get out of the combine, just have a look at this field quickly. It's okay at the moment on this field. Maybe worth just doing them all this year line wise. And then we've obviously got a direct seed drill, so we can just direct seed everything. We don't have to worry about cultivating or ploughing anything, so yeah. Obviously take quite a bit of time to lime all these fields. But if it's got to be done, it's got to be done. Here we are, first full trailer load on our way back to the yard. I see that I think it's Ross. Is it Ross or Rossen Modding? Is working with Bailey on making some Bailey trailers. Mind you, I saw the video of showing them off. They look good, but he hasn't got the colour right at the moment. So, don't know. It'd be interesting to see what happens with that. At the moment, I think I'm going to stick with this one. But yeah, I don't know. I should think if he's working with Bailey, they themselves will pick up on he's got the wrong colour. seem to have had a few good comments about the yard, so it's always pleasing to hear. It's tipped. Be interested to see what this trailer load's worth. It finally all tips in. What's that worth? That would be worth 47.5k. That's pretty good. So yeah, we should get a decent amount of money off this field as well. Like I said, I am just gonna quickly service this trailer. Shouldn't be too much of a cost wise. Not the sort of thing you do during harvest, but anyway. We will quickly do it. 800 quid. Sorts it out. There we go, spot on. I'm not sure what happens with trailers when you haven't serviced them for so long. Obviously with implements and tractors, like tractors, they turn off occasionally, or you know, I think implements, they don't perform as efficient as they should do. I think like headers, you lose a bit of yield, like headers on a combine, but I'm not sure with trailers. I don't really notice much of a difference. Anyway, we will crack on with this field. Probably going to do 3 headlands on this field, and yeah, I'll join you back in a bit. We are cracking on nicely. Taking a couple of loads back to the yard, so we're on 65,000 litres at the moment, so 142k is what it's worth. So like I say, I keep saying it, but I feel like I want to justify how much money I have spent and that we will get it back. But 142k, you know, I think, yeah, we'll pay back the loan, no problem. Obviously the interest I will try and pay with the contracts, but yeah, I just want to justify why I've spent so much. I think a lot of people will be thinking, AS, why have you spent so much money? But yeah, I've had good reason to. I think if we were a lot earlier in the series where I only had 1 or 2 fields and we weren't set up like we are now, then I definitely wouldn't have cause to. But now we are growing fast, so yeah. And I mean, obviously IRL, you know, farmers take out bank loans to fund new equipment and bigger equipment, so yeah. I'd say we're probably going to get the grain that we get worth off this field. It'll probably end up being more, I would say, than the other one. Only a bit more, I'd say. But yeah, I mean, if that's 3 trailer loads and that's worth 142k, if we get another 3 loads, you know, that'd be 280. The field is yielding just as well as always, so yeah. But yeah, we're munching away through this field. Obviously, yeah, plus as well what we get bale wise for baling the straw. That'll also be good. It does make short work of this of field, this combine does. Eats the fields up, no problem. So, I have finished harvesting the field. Just unloading the last bit of grain. Knew that'd happen. We won't be able to fit most of it in. It's okay, I can park it over here. We'll take the header off though. That's pretty much most of our harvesting done. We obviously, like I say, got field 43 when it's ready to harvest. But yeah, pretty much harvest for us done. I am planning on I'm gonna do a few contracts, harvesting contracts. I think there are still some about. Yeah, I've still got a few good ones, so I'm not going to do that one, carrots. But yeah, 23 grand, 14 grand, be decent ones to do. Don't know if there's any more going to pop up. We've got a cultivating one there, ploughing one. So yeah, got a few contracts which I can start to pop up a bit more now. But yeah, got a few contracts which I can get done. But yeah, what I thought I'd just do before I end today's episode is just see how much grain that we end up and I've ended up from this field and what it's worth. At the moment we are on, when we set it at maximum price, like I said, 284. So I think we're going to top over 300k, which is brilliant. That'd be yeah, be really, really good. So, I mean, if we work it out, well, we'll see first when we've tipped this, unless it's factoring in this as well, what we've got. But yeah, with what I think we've got with grain to sell, silage, well, I've pretty much covered the loan. I think most of it's going to be best to sell in January. Canola's best to sell in December, so we'll get that heap of money a bit sooner than the silage and the oats, which isn't a bad thing. There we go, let's tip this in. There we go. Obviously, these silos now, they can hold a lot of grain, which is good. So yeah, 332k if we set it at the best possible price, which we obviously will. So what have we got? We've got, that'll be 800k, 900k. Pretty much covered it with what we've got: silage, canola, and oats. We'll yeah, we'll have covered the loan, which is fantastic. So I'm obviously going to get a few contracts done off screen. Like I said, there's some good, decent ones, sort of around the 20k mark. So if I get them done off screen as well, that'll sort of lighten the load a bit. But yeah, that is where I'm going to call today's episode. I think next time we'll probably again do a bit more baling. Hopefully field 43 will be ready to harvest as well, so we'll perhaps get that harvested. But yeah, like I say, I hope you have enjoyed today's video. If you have, as always, please remember to hit the like button and subscribe if you are new to the channel. And I'll hopefully see you all in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Bye, guys.